My name is Thomas Toliver, better known as St. Thomas. I was born here in Charleston, a place called South Hills, in 1933. Something I'm somewhat proud of. So I've been around here. Next month I'll be around here 89 years, with the exception of my stint in the military. I was in the 3rd Infantry Division. It's strange. I never thought about it when I was coming up. It was so segregated, but the people were so nice, it was hard to detect. One thing that I marvel at is that I used to plow with a horse, cut grass, everything all over South Hills. I remember one particular family in particular. They would let me take their little girl on the back of my horse, ride all through the woods, everywhere. I'd spend everywhere with this little white girl. But when I got ready to get water, I had to go to the back door. Isn't that strange? But I never, it didn't resonate with me then, but as I got older, I said, boy, it's strange. Why would they let me take their little daughter everywhere? But when I got ready to go to get water, and I wouldn't dare call their names because they were good people, but that's just the way segregated work, and that the people were so nice that you sort of overlooked being the segregated part. Matthew 9:2 said a woman had an issue of blood, 12 years, right? You preached that. And my favorite verse used to be Philippians 5:13. But my favorite verse resonates with me is this woman who had an issue of blood 12 years, and she touched Jesus. And Jesus said, somebody touched me. His disciples said, duh, everybody. He said, no, somebody touched me. So what this church says to me, it gives me an opportunity not to bump into Jesus, but touch him. So what we need to do as Christians, just get them to Jesus, he'll do the rest. Did he not do the rest? 12 years? If I keep talking, I'm going to be like you, I'm going to take up an offering. But my favorite verse is that we're all going through issues, and what I'll do is to get them to Jesus, he'll do the rest. There's an issue of COVID-19. That's an issue. I can't pay all. There are issues. Issues are problems that we can't resolve, but we can go to the resolver, who is Jesus Christ. So that's become my favorite thing. Everyone is going through some issues. I think about the disciples when they was out in the sea, and Jesus was back in the boat asleep, and a storm came up. That was an issue. And they didn't know what to do, but they knew Jesus was asleep, so they woke him up. And he said, you don't care to let us perish? There's an issue there. So what did they do? They got to Jesus. He resolved the issue. If he doesn't calm the storm, at least he'll give you peace in it. So I would say to people here, come to church, and let Pastor, whoever's preaching, get you to Jesus and let him do the rest.